good job. Come here. Good girl. Okay. Find a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. And before you change anything up, just do a small body scan. So you're just aware of your breath in this moment. You're aware of any physical sensations in your body. It's okay. It's okay. Someone else can come. It's okay. You're okay. Notice the sounds and how they affect the way you feel in this moment. And then start to weave in some of that intentional consciousness here. So start to deepen your breath, starting that Ujjayi pranayama. Reaching the crown of your head higher towards the sky so your spine elongates. Soften through the shoulders so your arms rest. They're on your lap or by your sides. And then begin another body scan, but this time make it a little more thorough. So starting from the lower part of your body. So legs, just directing your awareness, your breath there. Noticing what sensations you're feeling. If there's a specific or non-specific energy. Now winding your way up through the lower abdominals, the pelvis, sit bones. Noticing what's present there, taking a breath or two. Your goal here is to just simply be aware. So no judgment, no shoulds, no have-tos, just being aware of what's present in your body as you do this scan. Drawing the awareness up through the abdominals, wrapping around the kidneys and low back. Up through the rib cage, the chest. This heart region. And all the way out through the arms, the fingertips, the hands. Keep that Ujjayi breath going, so that's part of the focus, part of the support here. Lastly, moving up through the neck, jaw, all the way up to the crown of your head. So you're feeling all throughout your body here. Start emphasizing the breath once again. And now that you've done that scan, select a spot in your body you want to focus on today. So maybe it was a spot that felt totally energized and you want to just keep diving into that area. Perhaps it's an area that is injured, feeling a little bit tight this morning. If you've got like 10 areas that are blinking at you, pick just one and come back to the other ones next practice. Then start deepening the breath in that area. If you can't quite reach in that area, then can you wrap the breath around the outskirts of that area with the goal to eventually make your way in. So we'll take about 3 more breaths, really diving into that area, getting the texture, the feel, the engagement, noticing. You're okay. You're okay. I promise. Your next inhale, take in deeper breath than you've taken so far. And at the top, just hold full. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Again, like that, huge breath in, filling yourself up. Filling up that area, holding at the top. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Deep breath in. Holding at the top. This time we're going to do a soft lion. So as you're ready to exhale, exhale out the mouth, stick out the tongue. Let out a soft roar. Do that twice more at your own pace. Get any of the gunk that's in that area or any of the stuckness out. And then come back to your Ujjayi breath and just start to move in your seat. So any of those joints or areas that felt stuck, keep your eyes closed, and instead of moving in a way that you feel like you should move, move in a way that's inviting or curious. I think a large part of our yoga practice is curiosity, so just beginning our practice here with that. We'll take just a few breaths, shifting, moving. Slowly come back to a stopping position. And opening your eyes. We're going to take the left leg and fold it over the top of the right, setting up for a spinal twist. Now, if folding this bottom leg under is too much, you can keep it forward. You can also keep the foot to the inside of the thigh. Left hand back behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Keep that length. Exhale, twist to the left. Lift up through the chest. Soften the shoulders. And then notice if you're cranking your head to deepen the twist, keep your head in line with your sternum. Yeah, so your twist may not feel as deep because your head's not spinning. And then weave that strong breath back in. Feel for sitting up a little bit taller. Draw your shoulder blades down the back. Lift through the chest. Yeah, beautiful. And perhaps closing your eyes here, check in with your spot. So our goal today is every pose, you're feeling into that spot you selected and asking that spot what would make it feel better, what would enlighten or engage that area more. Then modify your pose to tap into that. Inhale, slowly unwind. Come into a basic forward fold. So left foot comes to the inside of the thigh, right leg comes forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, start to hinge from the hips, folding over this right leg. So just going to that first edge of your stretch here. So perhaps your hands are, framing the knee. Maybe your hands are near the calf. Perhaps you're grabbing the toes, but really you want to just find a place that you can soften into. Keep a little bit of engagement, maybe spreading the toes here, relaxing the shoulders. Weave your breath into your hamstrings. Notice where you're clenching. See if you can breathe into that spot and loosen a little bit rather than pushing. 2 more breaths. Oh, I know, Kicker. Good job. Inhale, rise back up. It's okay. Left hand comes back behind you. Let's do a non-forest pose. Pop up onto your knee. Lift up and open. Just feeling for some space here. Okay. Hey, it's okay. Once again, she's going to make sure no one walks in without being announced. Exhale, lower your way back down. We'll switch to the second side. So setting up for a twist here. Let's see, mirroring people makes it confusing. Okay. Right leg crosses over top. I haven't done this mirroring thing for like a year. Right hand back behind you, left arm extends up. Exhale, keep that length as you transition into your twist. Wait, did I do it wrong? Right leg should be crossed over top. Twist you to your right. Okay, perfect. See, now no one knows how to mirror anymore. I probably confused us all. All right. Lift up through the chest. You should be twisting the direction you weren't twisting the first time. If that's the case, twist the other way. Even it out. My biggest fear is doing an entire sequence twice on the same side. Lift up to the chest. And then close your eyes. Feel into this pose. One of the good ways to feel is to check in with your breath. If your breath feels like it's stuck at all, back out of the pose, shift around till your breath can flow freely, even as you're in a challenging position. And then bring some awareness in by activating the toes, by spreading them wide, and a soft spread of the fingers. Inhale, unwind. Coming into our forward fold, extend the left leg forward. Right foot folds in. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, just start to fold over this left leg. And then draw the shoulders away from your ears. Oftentimes when we get into places that tend to be tight, other parts of our body start to compensate and start to grasp. So notice where those are. Generally, it's the same places every time. For me, it's the shoulders and the jaw. Maybe for you, it's the hips or the core. And check in with that Ujjayi breath. Make it strong. Make it supportive. Notice if you're finding ways to distract yourself. Two more breaths. Inhale, ease your way back up. Coming into this modified Vashisthasana thing. Pop yourself up onto the right knee. Inhale, lift and open. I just think this feels delicious after forward folding. And then slowly roll your way back down. And come on to your back. So everyone have a roll? There's one right by the car in the front if you want to go grab it. I meant to tell you earlier. Sorry. Come down onto your back with your rolled up mats or your block, whatever you've got prop-wise. And place that prop in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. Turn this way so my butt's to less people. Reach your legs straight up to the sky. Now check in with your back body here and your hamstrings. If it's pulling, bend your knees to take some pressure out. But wherever you are, keep your feet active. Hands clasped behind the head, and then switch your fingers over one position so you're clasping in your non-habitual way. Take a huge breath, wash it through the back body. Hold that breath in, press mid back into mat. Yeah, you found one, okay. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze your prop strongly. On exhale, lift head and shoulders up away from the grass or wherever you are. Squeeze a little more. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Make sure your head's totally supported by your hands here. So it's almost like your head's in a hammock. Deep breath into the back body. Hold that breath, press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone up, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more, pull low belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Nice, David. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. 3-part twisting abs with your fabulous prop. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath, press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulder blades. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders lifted. Hold the breath in, squeeze your prop, curl tailbone. Nice, Heather. Squeeze a little more. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, torso to center, hold full. Squeeze, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze, pull belly down. Inhale, torso to center, hold the breath. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, elbows lift higher, legs lift higher, sit bones lift higher, pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. All right, we're going to do one more round here. Your goal is to light up that spot you chose. So all of this crazy core energy helps light up that spot. Take a deep breath into your spot. Hold the breath. Squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Relax the abdominals slightly. Squeeze your prop, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, torso to center. Squeeze the prop, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. See if you can lift that right shoulder blade up. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale to center, squeeze the prop. Exhale, reach torso as high as you can. Reach legs as high as you can. See if you can get everything up off the grass. Pull belly down and release. Set your prop aside. Let's do a little Supta Baddha Konasana before we take bridge. So soles of your feet together. If it feels good, reach your arms overhead and just stretch out through the torso. So all of that core heat gets to just move through your entire body. Exhale, release your arms to your sides. Help the legs back together. Setting up for a bridge pose. So you're welcome to use a prop for support here if you'd like. Knees stack over your heels, feet about hip width apart. Inhale, peel your spine away from the mat, lifting into bridge. Now activate the feet, so the toes spread wide. Nice, Louise. Lifting up to the thighs. Release your arms by your sides, so they're relatively passive here. Still some energy running through the hands, but really focus on lifting through the belly, lifting through the chest, lifting through the quads. This entire front plane of the body is levitating towards the sky. I think I just wanted to use that word today. Activate the back body. So you feel those spinal muscles, all the muscles around the spine, activating to lift. You feel the hamstrings supporting you. Pressing into the earth with the feet to get that engagement. Once again, close your eyes here. Draw your awareness to that spot. Use some of this back bend energy to light up your area. Five more breaths. Stay in your body. Get curious. Exhale. Remove any props. Tuck your tailbone. Slowly roll your spine down to the mat. Release your back here, either hugging the knees into chest or pressing the thighs away. Roll over onto your left side. Neck relaxed. Press your way up to a seat. And come on forward, setting up for Dolphin. We'll start with a basic Dolphin. Actually, I lied. I want to change it up. We're going to do Dolphin with the palms flipped up. So set up like you're doing a basic Dolphin with the forearms parallel to one another, elbows directly under your shoulders, and then flip the palms up to the sky. Yeah. So the thumbs are pointing towards the outer edges of your mat. Now, the goal here is to work your thumbs towards the mat. Most of us, the thumbs are going to be pretty high up, away from the ground. But the whole time we're in the pose, you're going to get that external rotation. Relax the head. On your inhale, lift up in between the shoulders. Exhale, engage the core. Curl your toes under. Lift the hips up to the sky. This is where the thumbs really want to pull away. So start to press the thumbs closer towards the earth. Keep lifting through the sit bones, feeling for space. Awesome. Yeah, so all of that core work we just did, activate through the abdominals, re-engage the core, lift up higher. Now, knees can be bent here, so you want the spine straight more than you want, yeah, that's it, more than you want the legs straight. Awesome. Nice, Lisa. Let the head relax a little bit more. So keeping that engagement, lifting in between the shoulders. 3 more breaths in this palm flipped Dolphin. Maybe we should say fin flipped. Exhale, lower your knees to the earth. Flip the palms over, working into Dolphin strut. So you are welcome to clasp your hands if you prefer in this variation. On your inhale, lift back up in between the shoulder blades. Exhale, press up into Dolphin. All right, there's 2 options with our Dolphin strut variations today. So option 1 is you're just going to work with Dolphin, one leg lifted. And that's especially necessary if you've got shoulder stuff going on. Otherwise, play around with me. Walk the left foot to the outside of the mat and a little bit forward. Reach down with the left hand. Grab hold of the ankle, calf, shin, wherever you can reach. This can be where you stay. Nice, David. Or Start to extend that right leg up to the sky. Use your core. Really activate here, spreading the toes, pressing towards the sky with that right foot. Exhale, lower the right foot down. It's probably extra fun on the grass. Left forearm to the ground, we'll switch sides. Walk that left foot back so it's in line with the right. If you're working with one leg lifted, extend the opposite leg to the sky. If you're working with Dolphin, step the right foot out, reach down, grab hold of the right leg with that right hand. This may be where you stay. Or find the balance, activate the core, extend the left leg up to the sky. Take a huge breath into the back of the heart. And then with that strong breath, maybe lift the left leg a little bit higher. Exhale, lower the left leg down, forearm to the mat. 2 more dolphin breaths, tiptoe the toes in as close as you can to the elbows. Come up maybe onto the tippy toes. And exhale, ease your knees to the earth. Child's pose, embryo or puppy. Just resting on the earth here. Weave some of that heat into your area. Checking in with your spot. Just getting curious for what's arising, whether it's sensation, whether it's emotion, whether it's awareness. Inhale, roll up to hands and knees. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Allow yourself to shift and move here. Maybe shaking the head a little yes and no. Yeah. Maybe pedaling your legs. Slowly walk your feet to the top of your mat so you arrive in a forward fold. Knees can be bent. Inhale, halfway lift, get that spinal extension. Exhale, fold it back in. This time, act like you're unraveling the spine so the head will lift very last, lengthening out. Yeah, nice, Adam. Exhale, roll it back in. This time, come all the way up to standing. Arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Lacey, you've got a tree in your face. Oh, it's intentional. All right, inhale, re-extend the arms. Classical suns here. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back lunge. Add padding if you need under the knee. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Lift and open. Maybe shifting the chest forward, shifting the thigh forward. Exhale, lower your hands to the earth. Step back to plank pose. And always skip the vinyasa and move directly to a down dog. Otherwise, flow through that vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. So just being kind to your back here, lifting the heart. Yes. Exhale, lower, and then make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Low lunge. Lift and open. Telescoping the ribs here so you're creating more space in between each part of the rib cage. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Standing, inhale, rise up, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands back to heart, center. Inhale, re-extend, flowing. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back lunge. Lift and open. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank. So you're going at your own pace. Roll through that vinyasa. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Rise to stand. Inhale, come all the way up. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Inhale, re-extend, moving with your breath. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Awesome, breathing. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, flow through that vinyasa. Move at your own pace here. We'll all meet up in down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Reach and open. Take that entire inhale. Exhale to lower hands to the mat, forward fold. Standing, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth. Flow through that vinyasa, plank through Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Open it up. Exhale, hands to earth. Forward fold. Rise to stand. Reaching arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes. Check in with that spot. You can always place your hands on that spot as well to add a little more awareness. Keep your eyes closed. Float the arms back up to the sky. You're welcome to open your eyes or keep them closed. Sit back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Soften shoulders. Lift through the heart. Yeah. And maybe you're lucky enough that your legs start to shake here. Lift the toes away from the ground so you feel that activation all the way through balls of your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Knees can be bent, spine grows long. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. Hold. Just a little core check in here. So tailbone tucks, length from the sit bones through the heels. Ride that line all the way out through the crown of your head. Yeah, nice, Melinda. Awesome. On your exhale, your choice, you can go directly to down dog or slowly lower Chaturanga. Shoulder blades hug towards spine. Inhale, scoop the chest through. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Root down through the hands. Slowly float that left leg to the sky. So slow and controlled extension. You can just like play with the butterfly bush, David. It's like a little, I love it. Spread the toes, maybe tickle a leaf or two. Press down stronger through your hands so you've got that foundation. And maybe the left leg lifts a little bit higher. Yes, beautiful. Exhale, step that left foot through. Keep your hands on the ground or framing the front foot to start. Activate this right thigh, so really fire up through this back leg. Back heel presses towards the back of your mat. Yes. Now float the arms away from the ground. Reach them behind you. Hover. Feel the back body engage. All those little muscles hugging around the spine. Shoulder blades pull away from the earth. Nice, Brahman. Inhale, rise up. Extend the arms to the sky. You can always come deeper. Take a deep, or a long exhale rather. How do you take a deep exhale? Sometimes. Find space by reaching up without stressing. Exhale into a spinal twist. So you have the option to either hook the right elbow over the left thigh, coming into a prayer twist. Or if that feels too deep, then bring the right hand down to the ground or a prop. Left arm can extend to the sky. So selecting a twist that works best to your body. Yeah, that's it. And then notice if you're trying to look somewhere. Take that away. Let your gaze be neutral. Let your twist originate from your core, and that's what drives you deeper into the pose, rather than forcing or using your head to get deeper. Letting the body guide you. Yes. With each exhale, feel that connection to your abdominals. Inhale, unwind. Vertical splits or standing splits, also known as one-legged forward fold. So shift the weight into that left leg. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Keep both hands on the ground. Hug the elbows towards one another so you feel that chest activation like you do in Dolphin pose. And then use that activation to press the chest closer towards the left thigh. Maybe the right leg reaches higher. Yes. Awesome, Lisa. Keep the feet active. Yes. Good, Heather. Maybe the right leg lifts a little bit higher. One more inhale. Relax the head. Exhale. Hands come to the earth. Step the right foot to the back of your mat. Make your way back to plank. Exhale slowly through your vinyasa. Especially in these transitions, you're intentional and controlled. David, draw the shoulder blades back. That's it. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, right leg floats up towards the sky. Spread your toes, maybe tickle a leaf or two. Reach the foot like you're trying to press into something just beyond that reach. And then see if you can lift it a little bit higher. Most of us have this set point that we always lift our leg to. See if you can play around with maybe lowering it or lifting it higher, playing around with something a little different. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Keep the hands towards the earth to start. Activate this back leg. Lift up through the hamstrings like there's some strings just lifting it to the sky. Press back through the left heel. Inhale, float the arms away from the earth. Reach them back behind you. Get that hover active. Yes. Crown of your head reaches forward. On your inhale, rise all the way up. Crescent lunge. Arms extend to the sky. Just take a moment to set yourself here. Core is forward. Notice if your shoulders are just holding all the stress. Relax a little. You can always bend the elbows to take some of that stress out. Get that strong Ujjayi breath supporting you once again. 2 more. Exhale into your spinal twist. more or less mirroring to your best ability the other side. Taking either that prayer twist or your basic twist. And move slowly into the depths of the pose. So you're not going to that deepest place first, but rather allowing for that winding to occur the longer you're here. If you want to do it true Forrest style, let the head relax, which also makes the twist more challenging. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Vertical splits. Shift the weight into that right foot. Inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky, folding over this right leg. Breathing here. Once again, framing that right foot with the strong arms, lifting that left leg high towards the ceiling, or the sky rather. 2 more breaths. Can you activate the left toes a little bit more? Be present for the intensity. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of your mat. Make your way back to plank pose. Your choice, vinyasa or directly to down dog. Move with your breath. This time we're going to do 2 soft lines in our down dog. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, let out that line. You like that, Indy? One more, take a deep breath in. Exhale, line. Inhale to extend the left leg up to the sky. She does, she likes the lion. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Make sure you're not shifting the weight into the right hand, so balance that out by pressing into the earth with the left hand. And then lifting and opening through that left knee. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Without momentum, step that left foot through, warrior 2. Rising up. Take a moment, feel into your warrior. Balancing the weight, almost like you have a weight at the pelvic floor, just rooting you. Shoulders are soft, even as the arms support their own weight. Check in with your jaw. Notice if you're clenching. Come a little bit deeper in your lunge because you can. Yeah. And then balance that by pressing to the outer edge of the right foot a little bit more. Trikonasana, straighten out the left leg. Shorten the stance a little bit. Exhale, reach the left arm as far forward as you can, and then down. Right arm reaches to the sky. This left hand can be on the shin, a block, or the earth. Try to get this single plane. It's like you're trying to be a Pop-Tart in a toaster. Breathing here. Draw that right shoulder blade on the back. You're welcome to stay in your triangle pose or transition with me into Ardha Chandrasana. So if Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, is part of your practice today, right hand onto hip, weight shifts into the left foot, rock forward, come up into this balance. Left hand to the outer diagonal of the left foot, right arm and right leg float to the sky. Yes, awesome. Nice, Bronwyn. Activate the toes, lift that right leg high. That's it, Heather. Spread through the arms. Depends on how I'm doing the pose, so who I can see in the pose. Spread the toes, reach that right leg higher, lift even more through the chest so this whole pose gets to breathe. Exhale, lower the right hand, step the right foot to the back of your mat, make your way back to plank. Optional vinyasa. If you are choosing the vinyasas, be very intentional with the movement. It's easy to just flow through it, but take each part of that movement just as seriously as all the poses we've done. Back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Yes. Inhale, extend that right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee, open up through your hip. Root down through the right hand so you're balancing out that weight. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale without momentum, step it through. Warrior two, rise up. Engage through the legs here, so really pressing into the earth with both the right foot and the left, balancing out the weight between the right and left leg, so your quad is supporting you, this left leg, inner thigh is supporting you. And then check in with that spot that you selected. How do you change up this pose to work even better with that area? How do you lighten that spot up even more? Triangle pose, straighten out the right leg. Maybe shorten the stance. Reach the right arm forward so you've got length through both side bodies, then tip it over. Right hand to the shin, ground, or prop, left arm extends up. I like to imagine in this pose that my breath is spherical. So starting from where you feel that inhale, begin to expand the breath outward so it starts to encompass more and more of your body. Maybe starting from that spot, start to lengthen the breath. Reach it outward and feel it all contract back to that point of origination with your exhale. Option to stay here or transition into Ardha Chandrasana, rocking the weight into the right leg. Lift up, come into your standing balance. Yeah, if your legs are shaking, awesome. Feel into that feedback. Notice that desire to vacate. Stay present. Exhale, lower the left hand, step the left foot to the back of your mat. Plank pose, either down dog or optional vinyasa. Move with your breath. Exhale to downward facing dog. 2 lions, your choice. You can make them real lions or soft lions. I'll do a real lion, so if anyone else wants to, you won't be alone. How do you do lion again?
How do you do the real lion?
Okay, come down to your knees. I will demo the real lion. It's okay, it's probably good. All right, so you're gonna take a deep, don't do it yet, deep breath in. Exhale, roar out the mouth. We're gonna scare all my neighbors. Now we're all doing it because you asked the question, so there's no options anymore. Exhale strongly. Tongue comes out, gaze goes up towards that third eye. Yeah, so it looks something like this. Indy, it's gonna be okay. All right, like angst out. Okay, let's come into down dog. Let's do a lions and down dog because that sounds totally crazy. Take a huge breath in. Exhale, lion. Okay, you guys can be louder. We're doing one more. Deep breath in. Exhale, lion. Shake your head a little bit. Just notice what shifted. Let's do a soft lion just to round that out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soft lion. Step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Add some padding if you need. Moving into this right quad a little bit deeper. So there's a few options here. Option is left hand on the thigh. Simply shift the hips forward. That could be a pretty good stretch for you. If that's the case, don't go deeper. If you want to go deeper, back out of the pose slightly, bend the right knee, take a lunge H to the B. So you're starting to draw the heel in towards your glutes, then shift forward. And there's the intensity if you didn't find it before. If you found it before, you don't need to take this version. Wherever you are, lift through the chest. And just notice what's arising in this pose. Oftentimes there's anger, oftentimes there's passion. The quads can bring up a lot of intensity. Options to take soft lions here. Exhale, release the right leg. Bring your hands down to the ground. We're going to take nomad's pose. So shift the hips so they're stacked over this right knee. Straighten the left leg out. Now what makes nomads different is you're going to press the ball of the foot towards the ground. You may feel a pretty intense stretch in the shin. Relax through the shoulders and jaw. Notice if you're clasping random tension. It's probably not random. Clasping tension. From here, you have two options. You can turn this into Hanumanasana, so half splits, and that's simply by changing the positioning of your foot so it's not reaching towards the ground, but rather flexing towards the shin. Or full splits. Start to walk your legs further apart. And maybe you're up pretty high today. Maybe you can come all the way down to the mat. Wherever you are, this internal rotation through both legs reach through the feet. So it's very intentional. Yes. And you can always take some lions. We'll hang out here for 5 more breaths. Now to get out of the pose, if you're pretty close to the earth, it's easier to roll over onto that outer edge of the left hip and then help the legs back together. If you're pretty far away from the ground, carefully rise up out of the pose and we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Just notice the difference between your two sides. Exhale, step right foot forward. Lower the left knee down, adding padding if you need. Coming into this left quad hip flexor. So option 1 is you scooch that right foot forward and just shift the hips forward. This can be a really deep stretch in and of itself. If you want to get a little deeper into the quads, I recommend backing out of the pose first, then bending the back knee, lunge H to the B. Notice if your breath stops. Bring back in that Ujjayi breath, yeah. Sometimes our jaws tighten in this pose. Maybe opening and closing the mouth to get some release there. And just without judgment, notice what bubbles up as you're in these deep places in your quads. Stay in your body. You can always take a lion's or soft lion's. 3 more deep breaths here. Exhale, release, nomads. Shift the hips so they're stacked over the left knee. Straighten out the right leg. You may need to readjust the positioning of your legs. And then press the ball of the foot towards the ground. It may not reach anywhere near it, but it's just an action, a direction. Breathing down into the hamstrings, calf. Option to stay here or move into Hanumanasana. So either taking that half splits or full splits. If you're working with full splits, you'll start to work the legs as far apart as they can go. Internal rotation, so you're not spinning the legs outward, but rather connecting into your center by drawing the legs in. Spread the toes wide. Breathe in this pose. It does not matter how deep you can go. It matters if you're in sensation and can still breathe. Two more breaths here. Carefully rise up out of your pose. Back to one final downward facing dog. If you'd like to take one final vinyasa, you're welcome to do that as well. From downward facing dog, step or float through to a seat on your mat. And come all the way onto your back. Reach your arms overhead. Extend your legs forward. Just get this like full body delicious stretch. As James calls it, the morning stretch. And coming into a reclined pigeon, also known as back release pose. Pick up the legs, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and you have an option of keeping that right foot on the ground, working from that place. Or pick up the right leg, wrap the hands around the shin, start to draw the right leg in closer while you do two things. Reach the sit bones to the ground to get that back release, and then press the left foot forward to get that hip stretch. Head is resting on the ground. If the ground is too far for your head, rest it on a prop. Breathe down into your hips. Take some of this hip energy into your spot. Slowly switch sides. Right ankle crosses over left thigh. Reaching sit bone to the ground so you get that spinal elongation. Right knee presses forward as you pull the left leg closer in. final movements or poses that you need, please take those. If you want to grab clothing or an eye pillow, take the time to grab that. And then as you feel ready, let the earth hold you. Surrendering, just being for these last few moments of class. Breath into your spot. Direct your awareness into that area. Notice what's shifted, what's currently present. Allow yourself to feel. begin to bring movement back into your body. At your own pace, roll over onto your side, fetal position. Eyes still closed and neck relaxed, press your way up to a seat on your mat. Inhale, float your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to thank yourself